Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I am very excited to share with you the Beachly home box, which was sent to me for review. Now, it was announced a few months ago. I know some of you are already subscribers because you love everything Beachly, everything coastal living and vibes. Me too. Took a little while to get everything set up, but like I said, I do have my Beachly home spring box to share with you. It's a customizable quarterly home decor box that is just $60, right? That is a smoking deal in the world of home decor boxes, in my personal opinion, especially when it's customizable. The shipping, I believe, is just $4.99. I'll leave all the details for you in the description box below, as usual, as well as an affiliate link. Affiliate link just means that I might receive some commission if you choose to use the link, but it is at no additional cost to you, but it just helps Beachly out, it helps me out, and of course, it helps you out because you will get 20% off. You can also use the code Noel20. That will work as well, but if you use both, the link in the code, that works best. So let me just read you the description. So it's 4 to 5 pieces each quarter, handpicked for a fraction of the price that it would cost you if you put the box together yourself. It is at least $120 value inside every box, so you're at least doubling your money in the value, right? Because it's $60 per quarter, and you get to customize. So it says, life's better at the beach house. We all want a beach house, right? It doesn't matter where you live. The idea of having a beach house that you go to that is separate from your regular house, I mean, that is like goals, right? Welcome to Beachly's newest membership, Beachly Home. Each season we handpick a variety of coastal home decor pieces that reflect the beauty of the coast and the unique character of the season. From airy textiles and breezy accents in the spring to cozy warm touches in the fall, our box ensures that your home will always be a reflection of your love for the coast, no matter the time of year, and I would add, no matter where you live, right? So it's nice to bring the things that we aspire to and that we love into our homes, even if it's not necessarily like our daily life. Like, I know a lot of you have like a beach-inspired bathroom or bedroom, and you might not live anywhere near the ocean or a lake, but it's just because you like that vibe, right? That easy breezy vibe. So for this time around, it did come in the regular Beachly box. This is what the box looks like for the women's box. I have seen in some of their marketing like a different looking box, but I don't know necessarily. Now, I will say that there are still plenty of items to choose from because I just took a quick peek as well. Again, to make sure there was still availability. You can also check out their social media, of course. But some really great items in the customization options. Not like a ton of them, but I did make a conscious choice to choose items that I didn't feel like were necessarily super duper beachy. I mean, some of them are. Some of them it's shellrific, but some of them I chose things that I feel like could go in any home, no matter whether or not you have an affinity for the beach and coastal living. So just know that, and I will do my best to tell you about the other items. Let's go and get some packing out. I'm just going to pull the items out. So I think in this particular season we got 4 items. It looks like they might have been very kind and sent me like an extra item, which they did for the Beachly. They've done that for the Beachly women's box before, where they've sent me some extra items in the customizations just so you can kind of see the value and the quality. So in the first customization, at least on my end when I went through it, and sometimes it's going to change depending on if you're a returning subscriber, you know, or if you're brand new, or depending on what's available at the time. So just know your categories might occasionally look different than my categories. So there was a wood and marble cutting board or a shell vase, which I know, Jessie, I think you saw their shell vase over on Instagram and you were like, oh my gosh, that shell vase is awesome. So that I think is still available if you wanted to customize. I went ahead and went for the marble cutting board, which is wrapped up really nice here. Here's your unboxing ASMR because it's wrapped in paper and bubble wrap. It is pretty heavy, but like I said, I went for something that had, you know, something that you could use no matter what your home looks like. All right, so the only thing with these is sometimes the seams on them can be a little bit fragile. You have to be careful about it. Like, you can't like have one thing lifted. So there is a little bit I can see on one side where the seam is starting to come, like, not unlaminated, but like, I want to be careful with this. I'm probably not going to use it as an actual cutting board, right? I'm probably going to use it more as a charcuterie board, but what a beautiful one. And of course it's got this nice little detail. Both the shell vase and this we're gonna call it a charcuterie board, is a value of $40. So let's see, it does have the information about it on there. Made in India, but just really beautiful having that pairing of the marble and the wood together. So let me put that off to the side because it's heavy. Now that I can move on to the next item. Now this one was a really hard customization for me, and they did just send me the one. There was these really beautiful shell serving spoons that had a $30 value, but like they kind of had that pearlescent, like iridescent vibe where the shell part of the spoon, right? So the spoon part looked like a shell, had that really pretty shine to it. I just have a lot of serving spoons at this point. This is the item that I chose, so I'm trying to carefully unwrap it so I don't get too much of the styrofoam all over the place. So let me just do it over the box so that I can, you know, cut down on some of the cleaning that I have to do later on. Because this is my office, you guys, where you see this is our guest room. We have this extra bed here. This is my office. I actually currently have the camera sitting right on top of my computer. It's a multitasking space, if you will. All right, let me see. So the other option that I went for is this glass canister, also $30 value. So I really liked that in this particular curation, at least, a lot of the items were in the same price range, so you didn't feel like what you were picking was a better deal than the other thing. You really felt the freedom to choose whatever you wanted. Because I know sometimes I always say, you know, choose the item that you want and you're going to use. But sometimes if there's like a huge price differential and it's like, well, this item is worth $100 and the item that I think I might use a little bit more is worth $30, sometimes there is that sort of fiscally responsible urge to go for the $100 value item because you're like, well, I'm getting it for such a great deal. Why wouldn't I get it? But in this case, you were freed from that dilemma, if you will. So it's got this beautiful glass canister. I thought this was so cool. You could use it, obviously, to store things. You could use it as a, you know, as a vase. I was looking for a shorter vase for my ranunculus back there. So I wound up using a bunch of different bud vases to create a space for it. But I needed like a shorter one just for big chunky bouquet. And then you have also, of course, this nice wood. Let me just get some of that styrofoam off. The lid, so you can put something in there. Now, it's not like airtight or anything, but you can definitely store some things inside. And again, that's a $30 value. And again, I was trying to choose things that were not all shells, right? So plain canister with some really pretty embellishments in the glass, and then that wood and marble cutting board. But you could have gotten a shell vase and shell spoon set, which actually the spoon set would have looked cute sitting in the vase if you wanted to use that more as a, you know, utensil receptacle. All right, in the next category, it was shells or coral. So I went with, I believe I went with the coral, but I believe they sent me both. So one option was these really cool magnets. Now these, there's 3 of them, have a value of $15. So did they actually, is this actually magnetic? Oh yeah, it's like a piece of metal as the backer. And so you've got an oyster and then 2 other shells. That's really cool. You guys are seeing a reflection of all the stuff in my desk. So that was awesome. That had a value of $15. And then also with a value of $15, and this is what I think I actually chose, but they were kind enough to send me both, is these coral photo holders, and there's a set of 6 of them. Now, when you look at them like that, they look like little brains. Also $15 value. So 3 magnets or 6 of these photo holders. Let's see if I can get this open though. This is going to be tricky because I can't figure out where the tape is that I'm supposed to open. Sometimes there's those little tabs and you never know which one. So it comes like this, and then I don't think these are real coral. I think they're just like a mold. But look how cool. So here's the little slot in there. So you can put your, let's see, this might be dangerous, but you can put your photos right into that slot. Isn't that cool? So you can do all your beach photos from the summer, and they're all a little bit different. You can put them all around on different bookshelves, but like kind of ties together because you've got these different corals. Or of course, these would make great name place settings as well. If you were doing a dinner and you could just write little cards with everybody's name and they do like a whole beach inspired dinner or a luncheon, I thought that would be really, really cool. It's just so very versatile, and I love that they're just plain white, super duper simple, and actually a pretty reasonable value. Like if I saw these somewhere for 15 bucks, I'd be stoked to have them. So great to add to your decor, keep in your kitchen when you're hosting, or like I said, just have them up around the house year round because they're pretty seasonless with the nice plain white. All right. So, and then there was one more category where I have to see what I got. Oh, there was these really cool shells on stands. It was definitely like an art piece, you know, like when you go into a museum and they have like a mask sitting on a pole on like a wood block. It was like, but they were shells. They're very cool. I just don't have any free bookshelf space. Like I can put those little photo holders definitely, oh, that'd be really great for like business cards too. It won't hold a lot, but it'll hold a few. I have some space in front of all of my books. Not much, because a lot of my books are double parked these days. But I have a little space where I could put those. But I don't have space just like, you know, that nice airy space where like you have your beautiful vase and then a stack of art books and then your regular books and then another art piece. And so they were really cool shelf stands, which were a value of $20. Which I was tempted by. But here's an example where it was a little bit of a price difference. I went with the option that has a value of $15, but I know that I will use them. And they are Swedish dishcloths, but with, of course, beachy designs on them. So the shelf stands, you guys, the shelf stands were cool. If you get the shelf stands, take a photo and send it to me over on Instagram and let me see it. I thought these were really cool. So they're like beach life. Oh, wow. I didn't realize we got two packs in there. So I thought it was just a 2-pack, but it looks like I got 2 sets. So we've got this really cool octopus print, and then this one underneath that has seahorses. And they're all in the blues and grays, very beachy style. It's by Primitives by Kathy, but I actually got 2 in that one package. So a total of 4 for 15 bucks. These are so great. It helps you cut down on your use of paper towels, even though I use those as well, but they're really great after you like wipe down your kitchen counter and then you want to dry it because it's still got a little bit of wetness. It's great for that. I put it under the colanders that I use when I wash, and I wash like my berries, and I have berry bowls, and then I have colanders to wash my grapes in, and then I'll usually just leave them in those colanders or berry bowls, and I'll put a nice Swedish dishcloth underneath to get any residual moisture that might still be trickling through. And it's just a nice way of protecting your counters in your refrigerator, making sure they don't get wet. These are great. I know some people put them in the washing machine. I put them in the dishwasher, just like right in the dish rack, and they come out great. So they're really wonderful to have. And I think some of them, I think you can use them for like up to 500 washes or something crazy like that, but it saves you rolls and rolls and rolls of paper towels. So those were the 4 items, and again, there was customization in every one of those categories. You got to choose like this or this, and there were really great options. So you could have gone all shells. You could have gotten shell vase, shell utensils, shell magnets, and then shell stands, like shell art pieces, and that would have been a pretty well curated box, honestly. But that is our Beachly home decor box, the first one here on this channel for spring, and again, just $60. And you can get 20% off of that, which is pretty awesome. So just $60. So even if you're paying full price, it's like $15 per item, which, you know, some of them are $15, but then some of them are like $40, and we're getting a great value. So I thought it was fun. And I always love a box that lets me choose in every category. So give me some good ideas, you guys, for what to put in this beautiful canister. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite item was. I think, honestly, I love the cutting board. I love the canister because, again, they're very useful year-round. But, oh, this would be really cool just to collect your shells and discoveries or stones, just so you could see it. Sea glass would be beautiful, and put that in a window. So many cool things you could do. I really like the coral holders just because I think they're very versatile for your beach adventures, or even like cards that are reminding you about appointments, you know, just to make it look nicer in your foyer. Or like just notes that you want to leave for somebody. It's like a really cute place to put them. Photos, like I said, name cards, I just think they're really useful, and we got a set of 6. Pretty awesome. You guys, let me know what you thought. Like I said, what was your favorite item? If you haven't already, now you've seen it here on the channel. I do think it's a well-priced coastal home decor box, and I'm so glad that I had this opportunity to share it with all of you. So Noel 20% off, all the details for you in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon in my next unboxing.